Let's go ahead and click on the next one here. We're going to do the middle ground. So just so you can see, there is actually let's do the background. Let's go ahead and put these in order here so that we can have a little bit more, make a little more sense of them. So background, I'm going to right click on it and just say move, actually we'll say move previous, and then right click on it and say move down. There we go, and then move to previous. Okay, so we should have it where its background is here. We have the sky, which is furthest back. We have the background, and then the next one should be middle ground, and then front, and then foreground. Okay, so if you have those, and then the two clouds right there, that'll be the good set. It'll be good setup in terms of the ordering for it. All right, so the background, we'll go ahead and choose the background parallax again. So the labeling we did on this one was background sky, so we'll just say similar thing. We're going to say background back. This is the back layer. We're going to turn off the options here. Now we could copy and paste and then just go through and change some, and feel free to do that as well if you want to go through it that way. Something to take note of is that the UV offsets here, the repeat, be sure that it's repeat if you want these to not be stretched. So make sure that those are set for those. It should be by default that way. Alright, so I'm going to go down to the background layer again. We do want it on the background camera. The layering, so remember the furthest point back was 16. If we go for we'll say for instance like 12, we'll move it 4 in front. Alright, and then again, all of these points were, these all work well for what we have for it. Alright, but this time we have a background that we want to move based on a player. So if we say vertical speed, we're going to go for the opposite speed of the player moves, so that if the player moves left, the thing goes to the right direction, and then right, it goes to the left direction. Alright, and if you don't want a up and down movement to it, for instance the speed vertical, you may not want anything but just left and right. You can set this to 0, and then that would do that for it. So the furthest point back, consider one thing from it is that the further back you go, the slower it goes. The closer up you go, the quicker it goes. So when you place these in, you may find that this is too fast. You can slow it down, or you want to speed it up to match however fast the player is moving. Alright, so that's going to be all the main pieces on that. There is a offset limit, and the unlimited vertical offset, unlimited horizontal offset. For this, actually, the unlimited amount, I'm actually going to turn this one off. For the vertical, we can have unlimited left and right so that it tiles across, but what we don't want to do is have the bottom of this trailing up on the top of this. So we'll say unlimited is going to turn off, and then the offset limit for vertical, we're just going to set to 0 here. There we go. Okay, and those should kind of set us up for this one right here.